Hello and thank you for watching my video. Today I'm doing a video going back for those people who are returning to Heart of Thorns or who are actually going to be purchasing an alternate account or a new account or new to the game, and I felt this would be appropriate coming up to Living World Season 3 to do a video on this and to show you some of the changes that have come in and what it's like for a new player. So this is my account. I actually created a free-to-play account, got to level 3, did a bit of PvP, so you can see there I'm level 3. And then what I did is I purchased Heart of Thorns. So you can see here, I actually have the level 80 boost. So this is actually what you get with the Heart of Thorns. You decided to purchase it, or if you're a new player coming into the game, you actually get, if you already purchased Heart of Thorns, you get this level 80 boost. This is actually a shared inventory slot. These are in the game now. You can purchase more of these through the gem store. This allows you to access this particular inventory slot on whatever character you may have. So if we actually just come out of here and if we look at the character select screen, I actually have a number of different characters now. So you can see here, 20 achievement points. This is a brand new account, and you can see that what we've got. This is a brand new character. So we can actually create multiple different ones, but we're just going to stick with the same one here, and we're going to log in. So here we go. We'll log in, and this is for those of you returning. I wanted to show you anything that have changed. Now, obviously, skill balance has definitely changed, and I'm not going to talk about skill balance because that you really do need to just look at what the skills are. Perhaps go to metabattle.com and just check out and see what builds are actually running. So I am level 3, and what we're going to do here, so if you're a new player or if you are a returning player and purchased another account, this is what you get. Because I actually purchased the deluxe edition, you get certain things, and we'll skip past that because that's not really relevant. But we get the shared inventory slot, and you can see here this is what we actually have. If we actually look at our character, because I got the Revenant finisher, well, all our stuff's locked, and if I wanted to go and play the new Living World Season 3, I can't because I'm not level 80. Well, there's some good news, and I'll be able to talk about that in a bit. Masteries, for those people that didn't play Heart of Thorns, that stopped before the expansion, we do have sort of masteries, both Tyria and Heart of Maguma, and we'll look at just quickly what the Heart of Maguma represents. This is obviously all this map here. This is the regular world Tyria, but then we actually have the Heart of Maguma. This would represent these 8 areas here. You can see level 80. The Silver Waste actually is counted as Tyria, but we have a level 80 Guild Hall up here. We've got the raids up here. We've got Verdant Brink. We have what is actually Auric Basin. Then we have Tangled Depths, and then we have Dragon Stand. And these are the new areas that we received with Heart of Thorns. We'll have to wait and see until we get new areas in terms of Living World. So let's actually decide what we want to do. Again, if you want to learn about this level 80 boost, let's level up quickly. So obviously, people buying alternate accounts, this is what you get straight away. You can get a level 80. Fantastic. You get level 80 gear, which is PTV gear, and you can do lots of different things. So here we go. We're going to actually go straight away to the Silver Waste. It's really, really handy to do this. Again, if you're a new player or if you've got a friend that wants to join, it's fantastic because you can get a level 80 character. And not only that, if you are purchasing this as an alternate account, you can do the personal story on your different account. Now, why would you purchase an alternate account? Well, for me, I'm a NA player, even though I'm in the UK and in the EU. It's to do with Guild Wars 1. But I actually have this account is my EU account. So you can see here, he's got different gear on already. This is your level 80 trial, and you get lots of information about that, and etc, etc. So what we're going to do, you can see looking at our gear. Let's actually have a look at our gear. We actually have power, toughness, vitality, and the superior rune of the warrior. We get PTV gems as well, so it's quite handy. You get all your gear ready. You don't get a greatsword, unfortunately, but you will actually get to that unlocked a little bit later. So I am level 80. I've had fun playing the game, and what I'm going to do is, if I'm a new player, I want to go around and learn how to play. However, if I am a returning player or I'm purchasing an alternate account, well, then let's go and actually go through the portal here. And what it will do, it will tell you must decide whether to consume this boost to permanently boost your character. You will receive a level 80 waypoints unlocked in starter zones, get teleport to a friend, which is very, very useful, again, if you want to help out and go around the living world and the living story. Just use that teleport to a friend, it's fantastic. You get some gold, dye packs, boosters, food, etc. So here we go, we're going to consume this, and all of the in-game content, it opens before you. So here we go. We are now level 80. Look at that. We get all these, different things. We actually are going to travel to Brisbane Wildlands, are we? Yes, let's go and travel to Brisbane Wildlands. And that actually takes us on. So we have got a character that's now level 80. Well, what if, again, we've logged in and we want to play the new living world. Good thing is, I can. And using that teleport to a friend will be fantastic. And here we go. So you can see here, we actually have that level 80 boost package. So let's open that out. Again, it tells you about elite specializations, so you can actually get access to elite specializations. We've got the mining stuff. We've got some 15 slot bags. Again, fantastic 15 slot bags. We've got a Mystic Salvage Kit, which is phenomenal, 250. So we'll put that in our shared inventory slot so all our characters can actually unlock that. And we've got a Tyria Mastery Point. And we've already got some gold and a little bit of karma. We've got some dye kits that we can choose, but I'll pick them a little bit later. And then we've got a package of old equipment. So that contains previously equipped items. So there you go, that's all your old trash. You don't really need that, and unfortunately you can't salvage it either. So we'll just get rid of that, we don't need that at all. But again, your settings will be different. So you can see here, I don't usually have my settings like this. That actually, I have my settings where, so you can change that all a bit later. Just things like this, hide bags, there we go. So there we go, that is my character. I'm straight away off and at, and we got some mails we've got here. We've got the SNAF prize, so that's obviously the very first personal story, and you can go into that and do that if you want to. However, if you want to actually teleport to your friend, to do that particular, going around doing the living world, well, who knows where the living world's going to start? Maybe if I want to start the Lion's Arch, well, fortunately there's a waypoint there. We've got a waypoint here in just outside the Black Citadel, so that's cool. You can go to all the main territories. I'm guessing there's going to be something to do in Holbrook because of the story with Air, and so you've got a waypoint there. So again, really easy to waypoint around. So this is phenomenal in terms of actually getting straight into the action. I could purchase this within 5 minutes. I can be geared. I can be actually teleporting to these places. Things like the Priory, the Derman Priory, if you don't want to bother waypointing and walking, you can go there. I'm fully geared up, so I don't have to worry about, alright, it's not the best armor in the world, it's PTV gear, it's not Zerka gear, but it will mean you've got that survivability and the option to actually go around and do this. And again, if we actually look at skills in terms of training, well, look, we've got all these unlocked. We haven't got the elite spec unlocked yet because we do need 250 skills. All right, so that's a slight negative about this, but you've got to go out and actually earn those rewards. So let's actually have a look at, again, traits. You're already set up for a decent amount of gear. We don't actually have a greatsword, so you have to purchase that, but again, they're relatively cheap these days. We don't need that anyway. So you get started pretty damn quick. So what about those people actually returning to Guild Wars 2? You've actually got your account, you want to log back in. Well, what's changed? What's going on in the world? Well, there are events going on, current events. These are things that are actually taking place in Tyria right now. You can see here we've got current events. They're hidden achievements until you actually go and do them. But it's all to do with the flow of magic in the world right now coming from Mordremoth, which we actually killed, and it's exploded, and there's big dramatic things going on. There's big spikes in magic going around, and that's what we're going to be learning about in Living World Season 3. We're going to experience the story of the after effects of we killed Mordremoth. Well, what's happened after that? All this magic flooded into the world. What's happened? Who's taking advantage? What's the next story after that? So that's what we're going to look at. And that's the setup for Living World Season 3. But what else is there to know? Well, if you're coming back, okay, well, what about traits? Well, a few things have changed about traits. Well, this is how the trait setup looks. Again, you've got, if you want your elite spec, that goes in the bottom section. But traits are pretty much the same. You've obviously got your utilities, your healing skill, and your elite skill. Nothing's new there. You can see your slot skills are what we haven't unlocked. There's your traits. That's the training, how you unlock those particular skills that were hidden. These ones here. You've got your story journal, obviously, and if you want to craft, I haven't got anything crafted yet. This is your achievement section. I believe that, you know, this is how it's very much tidier, very easy to figure out where your achievements that you want to unlock. These red ones, these are mastery points, so if you do want to get the ability to unlock masteries, again, masteries are little beasts that can actually help you out and actually give you certain benefits like auto looting and you know, being able to glide in the around Tyria. So some fantastic little tidbits there. As I'm just going to come out of the way. So what else, you know, if you're coming back after Heart of Thorns, you know, maybe you played Heart of Thorns and you felt okay, you completed the story and then that was it. Well, obviously there's a bit of story that's taken place, and I think you should go back and just examine that. There's a lot of people, a lot of news about that, but there's a lot of things going on. And you can see here you get mail for coming back in, and this is just to do with the civil wastes. But what is it that is going on right now? It's all about the magic that's happened, that's flowing out, and people are trying to take advantage. There's lots of strange things going on. What else is there to know? Well, fractals and dungeons. Dungeons had a bit of a boost again, so dungeons are fairly worthwhile doing. You've also got fractals, which has had a big rework and are continuing to have a rework in the with the Living World updates they'll receive. We're also going to see other changes take place. But in terms of PvP, we actually have seasons now. So we've had season 3. We're actually going to have season 4 come out in a month or two, and that's been season 3 is really interesting how that actually works. But PvP is actually a lot more balanced in my opinion. It's still a bit aggressive. We also have raids. Now, for those of you again that played Heart of Thorns and didn't stick around too long, there are raid sections. You've got this area of the map here. This is where we have a new raid. This is difficult content. There are 3 wings in the game right now. It's for challenging, much more challenging. It's 10-man content, much more challenging than fractals and dungeons. It really does need a lot of practice for people to actually get on that and actually complete that. But generally, yeah, I mean, the game is in a much better state. There's not much else we need to know, obviously, apart from the shared inventory slot. You can actually you can move the compact item. That's now at the bottom now, which is fantastic in my opinion, but a lot of people would disagree with me on that front. World versus World, well, that had a bit of a change. World versus World, they have now decided to rotate the borderlands between Alpine and Desert because of the amount of flack that Desert was getting. Not only that, you can notice here that I'm actually on, I don't know what world I'm actually on here, but I'm in this particular battle, and they've actually changed the way the scoring works. So every single kill now that takes place, you'll notice that the score will tick up. And generally, they've added a lot more new ranks, new things like we've got the Provisions Master, which allows you to auto loot now in World vs. World, which is phenomenal. But World vs. World had a few changes. They're allowing a bit more masteries, and in my opinion, it's on the way up in terms of improvements, but it's still a few bits of work to do. Not only that, they've actually paired servers, so now the lower tier servers can actually join up with the higher tier servers, and it's actually a lot more beneficial because you're getting a lot more player base in World vs. World, and it's just a lot more fun. So that's World vs. World. We talked about PvP. In terms of World vs. World, the Shatterer had a bit of an update in the last time. You might have seen that. So the Shatterer, unfortunately, I can't show you this on this account, but the Shatterer is over here. And he had a bit of a rework, and it's much more fun, the battles, rather than just standing on his right hand paw or claw and doing a lot of damage to him. So if you were coming back into the game, I'd like you guys in the comment section below, what advice would you give to a returning player? So say they bought Heart of Thorns in October 2015, they played it, they stopped in December, and they haven't played in 6 months. What advice would you give to returning players looking forward to Living World Season 3? And what advice would you give to new players? What should they do? You know, again, if you're a new player, do you need to keep up with this? Do you need to know about the story? Well, the Living World will do a good job of actually updating you, and you can jump right in. Again, with this level 80 boost, you don't have to worry about, you know, not being leveled up. You've got the armor, you've got the gear, you can go straight in and play. It's a phenomenal achievement, a phenomenal thing that ArenaNet have done with this. It really allows a new player or an alternate account to really get straight involved in the action rather than have to spend all that time leveling up. I'd appreciate any thoughts on this. Again, this is a brand new account that I have. It's my third account. It's an EU based. Sorry, an NA. I think it's NA. I appear. I don't not quite sure. I think I'm NA, judging by the board, like the World versus World. But I hope this has been interesting for you guys to see what it's like if you were to purchase Heart of Thorns right now while it's on sale. It's a great game to get, and it's going to be great for actually earning extra rewards. And again, if you want to check out my video from the previous day where I explain what's the worthwhile in buying alternate accounts, then check that out. It'll be in the link in the description below. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I just wanted to take this video through to actually explain what's been going on, how it is to actually, what it's like to actually get another account, and how quickly you can really get involved. It is really good and quick, and if you don't take the time in the next few days, you will miss out, and the price will go back up, and it's definitely something to consider. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Raids, PvP, legendary weapons, how to make gold in Guild Wars 2, and Mike Talk. Please use these links below to help support my channel, and I'll keep producing content you enjoy.